will be available across a variety of pay-per-view distributors, including DAZN pay-per-view. We'll be doing 2 episodes of All Access, April 1 and April 7. And if you want to hear exactly what was said between Ryan and Tank yesterday on that stage and today on that stage, I guarantee, tune into All Access, you'll hear every word of it. I'm not going to take a lot of time. We know who you guys want to hear. I just want to, again, salute the fighters. This is exactly the kind of fight that reflects the best that this sport has to offer. 2 young stars, both in their prime, the 2 most exciting young fighters in the sport, 2 of the best trainers in the sport. But outside the ring, the storylines are even better. As different as these 2 fighters are, physically, their personalities, their styles, they're very alike in one way. What these 2 young men have overcome, what Tank and Ryan have been through, the obstacles they've conquered, it's the stuff of Hollywood movies. Mike Tyson said once, you never lose until you give up. And giving up is the one thing that neither of these 2 fighters have done. And that's why I know April 22nd will be a classic fight. It's because these 2 superstar fighters are willing to take that challenge. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen, for those words. All right, let's hear from some of the guys out here on the dais. And we'll start here to my left, to your right. One of the newest members of the International Boxing Hall of Fame. You talk about one of the great trainers. I mean, first of all, his family is one of the great families of boxing. Tremendous respect for him, Mr. Joe Goossen.
Thank you very much, Brian. Look, these are great guys. Look, I mean, Ryan and Tank, they're going to have it out on the 22nd, no doubt. They're going to have a few words at this press conference, and that's nothing unusual. But what is unusual is the talent of these guys. I mean, you've got, and I've said it to Ryan before, I've trained a lot of guys over the decades. He is probably one of the most unique individuals I've ever trained in many, many ways. And I'm sure Calvin could say the same thing for Gervonta. You know, he's a special fighter. But I've also got one right here. He's probably one of the most dynamic guys I've ever worked with in terms of speed, power, ring IQ, determination, courage. This is going to be a great fight. I think, you know, both camps realize that these guys are at the top of their game, and they're going to put on a great show for the fans. And I said it yesterday. I don't do every pay-per-view. I don't buy every pay-per-view. But if I were not happen to be luckily enough in the corner for this fight, I would be pay-per-viewing this fight for sure. That's how great it's going to be. And I really can't wait till we get down to the final couple of days and get in that ring, and let's find out who the best in the world is. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. I see you and Tank been coat shopping together. I like the leather. I tell you, LA brings out all the stars. I see Dana Pump here. The Pump brothers do philanthropy. Watson, Sam Watson, one of the faces of boxing. Judge Mathis, man, Judge Mathis. All right. Let's go here to another great trainer. He owns that Upton Gym in West Baltimore. Some of y'all know him from The Wire. Others know him as a great trainer and the trainer of Gervonta Davis. He's Mr. Calvin Ford.
LA, what's going on? Had changed my swagger for these guys. Goodness gracious, boy. These youngest, boy, I don't know. Thank you. Hey, you can't write this, man. I'll go back with something that Floyd said, man, on national TV. Is Gervonta is the face of boxing? He said, absolutely right. That's it, y'all. Can't write this, man. Can't write this. Got the two of the best, young, going at it, undefeated. Y'all got to get this fight right here. You got to be in front of a screen or there. But they're gonna put on the show. I know my little man. I know what he gonna do. It's all about the fans with him. He don't care for his performance. I told him this got to be the best performance I ever seen. And y'all haven't seen the best of Gervonta Tank Davis yet. Is you willing to bring that out of him? You see him, y'all. He came right for the party. Look how he, oh, man. No, it does. That's what I'm saying. He made it happen. Y'all, these guys are showing how boxing supposed to be. Y'all keep saying boxing is dead. Nah, the youngins are coming. And this is the start right here. Y'all look good doing it. See, look, they keep saying boxing is dead. It's not dead. They coming. This is the start. They starting it off to bring that future behind them. I wish the best for both of y'all. Y'all gonna do y'all thing. We're gonna put on a show that everybody gonna be like, man, I wanna fight now. And that's what it's all about. Creating, elevating, keep moving. Let's do this, y'all. Here.
Brother Ford, thank you. So Brother Ford didn't upgrade the wardrobe. He didn't Versace. I see you, Calvin Ford. Okay. All right, listen. You guys came here. You wanna hear from the fighters. So let's bring to the podium. Man, this guy, he looks good. He fights good. And he's got a left hook that will chin check you and put you on your arse. He's unbeaten. There's a reason why they call him the king. King Ryan Garcia.
I want to give thanks to God, the Father in heaven, before I speak. This is a huge event. As you can see, it's the biggest fight of the year, probably in the next 3 years, 4 years. But it's such a big event, but I know I'm coming out on top. It's one moment, it's one thing to get to the moment, it's another to conquer the moment. So I'm not just happy that we're here. I made it happen, but now I'm focused on winning. I don't care about just making it a big fight. It's great that it's a huge fight, but I'm here to win. Now, I promise you, I got the heart, I got the determination you've never seen before. You like to fight guys that don't hit hard, but guess what? I do hit hard. And when I hit you with that left hook, yeah, what else? You're gonna see watch. When I hit you with it, you're gonna be like, what? You're on the floor. Sleep. Good night. Exactly. What else? Then you're gonna wake up in the hospital. What else? I'm awake now. What else? You're gonna wake up. Then when you wake up, then what? When you get slept, all right, you're gonna see in the ring. You're gonna see in the ring. Okay. Oh, thank you. You gave me everything. Listen to your coach. You're giving me everything, Dad. I know what I gotta work on now. Good one. You're so smart, man. When you get up here, you better finish a sentence when you get up here. I need to hear something. All right, we're gonna be ready to do it. I've been called out. You know, I've been calling him out for a while. I see a lot of things I could knock you out with. Okay, so when you get hit with the right hand, then what? Okay, we're gonna see. Okay, cool. And you couldn't knock out Cruz, who was what? Smaller than small. You couldn't do a lot of things. You were losing to Barrios, were you not? Were you not losing to Barrios? Were you not? Okay, so it was fun. You see how I'm not even worried about it. I'm not even worried about it. So why'd you weight drain me? What? So why'd you fight at 140? I'm small. I got a little friend. Hey, you gonna? I got heels on. Okay, and you had a purse on yesterday. Shut up. Yeah, you got one on now. Come on, man. I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna knock him out, and that's it. We'll see you April 22nd.
Coming to the podium. Out of Baltimore. He's unbeaten as well. 28-0. 26 of his wins have come by knockout. He is Gervonta Tank Davis.
This guy keep talking about he's gonna hit me with a hook. He don't have nothing else but a hook. What else you gonna hit me with? What else? What else? That's all he had. It's a hook. He's not a complete fighter. He's not. And that's why when come April the 22nd, I'm going to walk you to the deep waters and I'm going to drown you. They're going to have to pick you up. Bernard, Oscar, and Joe Goossen are going to have to pick him up. And I promise you that. I promise. And that's it from me.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the fight. Here we go. Let's get into it. Because yesterday, I mean, you know, everything was nice and civil and Tank. You know, they always talk about there's levels to the sport. You said yesterday, Ryan Garcia is a great fighter. But from a skills perspective, is Ryan Garcia as skilled as Gervonta Tank Davis?
No. That's how they talk about the left hook. They always talk about one punch. One punch. That's it. When you're a set fighter, a complete fighter, you can do everything. 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 You can't just depend on one punch. What happens when the one punch don't work? You gotta rely on something else. Come on, bro.
Ryan, same question to you in your response to Gervonta.
I mean, I'm gonna just let him think what he thinks. I mean, if he thinks all I have is left hook, I'm gonna keep letting him believe that. I mean, it's all on him. I mean, he's gonna run into other shots and he's gonna be confused. So it don't really matter. He just sounds dumb right now. If he watch any of my fights, he understands that I got a lot of other punches. So.
Like what?
Okay.
Like what?
And you haven't watched my fights, so why are you speaking? No, you haven't. So all I got is left hook. So all I do in my fights is a left hook. All right.
That's it. Left hook.
And you took forever to knock off on second. I knocked off on second one round with what? A left hook. It's just blessed by God. Don't be mad. The left hook's blessed by God. I know you angry. I know you mad, but it's okay. Maybe all I need is the left hook. Maybe that's all it's gonna take. Damn. Maybe it is. Maybe I just got a left hook. Thank you, God.
Ryan, when people write about this fight, one of the things they said is, how is Ryan Garcia going to keep Gervonta Davis off of him? Can you expound to us on that?
I mean, he's going to try to walk me down like he was saying yesterday, but when he feels shots like this, he's not going to want to do that. And when I hit him to the body and take a lot of that, you know, aggression out of him, he can't do that the whole fight. I mean, he could try, but once he starts getting touched to that body, it's going to be different. I mean, I got a lot of ways to stop him. I mean, he gets hit a lot. You see Leo Santa Cruz was putting so many hands on him.
What happened to Leo Santa Cruz?
Yeah, great. Found the shot. That's why you're a great fighter.
He probably still asleep. And you right behind him.
All right, that's funny.
And that's a fact.
That was funny. But, you know, like I said, I got a lot of things to stop him.
Pants on. See that?
Don't even talk about style. I don't even know what you were wearing yesterday. You look like you fell through a rainbow. Like, just stop, man. You look like you danced with a unicorn. Just stop, man. You woke up in the 2001's vintage store. Just stop right now, please.
Gervonta, reading about this fight, Ryan brought up an excellent point that people wrote about. They said Gervonta Tank Davis does take some shots, and Ryan Garcia is a heavy puncher. Can't that be detrimental to Gervonta Tank Davis in this fight?
Didn't Ryan get caught by Luke Campbell? Do I hit harder than Luke Campbell? Do I hit way harder than Luke Campbell? Yes or no, Ryan?
Okay.
Huh?
You don't even understand. All right.
Okay.
All right. How tall was Luke Campbell? You ever think about that? How tall are you?
Bro, you're not even
stop,
that tall.
Man. That's a different range. It was a great shot.
I thought you was way taller than that.
That's great. Is that what you were scared of?
Nah,
are you scared of height? Like, come on, man. If that was what you were scared of, man, that was okay.
Ryan was way taller than him.
Give us some insight, because that face-off intense in New York, intense. Can you give us some insight, Ryan? What did you say to Tank, and what did you see when you finally got the opportunity to look at him in his eyes?
I mean, I'm not here to lie. He's ready to fight. I can see that. You know, he wants to bring it. It's not, I mean, he doesn't look scared. I mean, he's just ready to fight. I am too, though. I know he feels that. We're both got fire in our eyes. That's it.
Gervonta, same question. When you looked in his eyes, what did you see out of Ryan Garcia? What did you guys say to each other?
been on the front run for the people. That's it. That's it. I see a guy he's making an act. That's what he is. An act. That's what it is. Like when he see me in the club, what you ask me? Be honest.
I said, are we gonna fight? I went up to your
the hell
table
you
by
did not.
myself.
No,
You gotta know how many people you
didn't say
had.
that.
Come on,
You
man,
did
you're
not
not
say that.
confident. You gotta
You
roll with
said,
a million
can we
people. I roll
are
by
we gonna
myself.
be friends
I roll by
after the
myself.
fight?
Right.
Then you asked, was we gonna be friends after the fight or no?
You talking about? I said we can be friends after the fight. Doesn't everybody do that? You're weird. You got no class. You got no. So you want to just act big and bad in the club? Come on, man, relax.
For the people they saw each other in the club here in LA. And it kind of went left. Let's get back to the fight. Let's get back to the fight. Guys, the winner of this fight, in your opinion, takes his place where when we talk about this division? 140, 135, in your opinion, Ryan?
The top. Nobody else could do this. Nobody else could put this type of event. So whoever wins this is on top. It's point blank simple. Whoever wins is the face of boxing, like everybody's been saying. And I truly believe that. After this, everybody's pay-per-view numbers are going to go up, either for him or myself. And it's just that simple.
Gervonta, your impressions. The winner of this fight is where in this division?
I feel as though I'm already that guy in the sport. Canelo going out the door. All these guys I'm the face of boxing. Let's just say that. And after this one, it's just me getting over the hump. That's it.
We'll wrap it up with this. Because we're in Los Angeles, Hollywood, all these people have come out here. I always like to ask you guys this.
Ryan, his whole family. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No. For all these people who are going to turn into Showtime pay-per-view, come out to Las Vegas, spend their money. Ryan Garcia, tell these folk what they're going to get April 22nd.
You're going to get a special moment. You can feel the energy. Something special is going to happen. Stay tuned. I'm going to knock them out. That's it.
Gervonta Tank Davis, tell the people what's going to happen on April 22nd and what they're going to get.
I'm gonna knock him out. Nah, but it's gonna be an explosive fight, man. I mean, if you don't watch boxing, just the fight to watch for sure. If you can get there, make sure y'all there. If you can't, make sure y'all buy the pay-per-view because it's gonna be a good one for me.
There it is. Again, April 22nd, T-Mobile Arena, the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas. And it's being produced and it goes down on Showtime pay-per-view. Tickets on sale tomorrow. AXS.com, the pre-sale until 10 p.m. tonight. Use the code BOXING. It's what you want, folks. It's what boxing needs, what the sport needs. Two unbeaten at their best, in their prime, going at it, daring to be great. Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for coming out, for tuning in. We'll see you April 22nd on Showtime pay-per-view. The one group shot.
One face off. One face off. One more face off, please. One more face off.
I need you guys to sit down.
Stay back, stay back, stay back, stay back.
Oh,
That's what I was thinking about. That's what I was thinking.
Media, while we're doing this group shot, we'll let you know that Ryan Garcia will stay on the dais for print media only. Tank Davis will make his way to the red carpet for video.
Okay, look here for showtime. Okay, now look to the back. Look to your right. Look to your right. To your left now. All right, one last time here in the center. Oscar, can you step up a little bit? Yes. Look straight to the back. Hold it. All right, thank you.
Okay, so print press, come here for Ryan. Tank on the red carpet.
If you're not with the media, do not come by the fighters, please. We have a lot of work to do before we get out of here.
Yeah.
Anybody just visiting, stay in the back till we're done, okay? Thank you very much.
What up? Sorry.
Still safe there, right?
So big. It's good to see you, brother. Yeah. Coach Ken. I'm not sure we're going to. Hey, what did he tell him during the face-off? What's your take on all that? You feel he's nervous? Or how do you feel? How do you be hearing all that? No, I'm telling you right now. It's bullshit. We're here. We're here. Step up. Step up. I have my people right here. He's in our space. Gervonta, why did you want this fight to take place specifically? Once at 140, were you not comfortable with that? That's not what you got it? A couple questions on this. What is Ryan doing?
would I fight somebody that's you see how he was coming from like 170, 180. Why would I try to not have it?
You prove that when fighters want to make a fight, you are the boss. What do you want next step of the fight? Who's the next to the fight? You prove you're the best. So, focus on putting one on that side of why is this person so important to you? Gervonta, what made you go back to Mayweather Club in Las Vegas to train for this fight?
Let's go down a little bit.
A lot of talk about Ryan and how he leaves his chin up. Is that going to cost him in this fight with you?
Yeah, he definitely leaves his chin up. For sure.
Errol Spence and Terence Crawford said they didn't get guaranteed money for their fight. Did you and Ryan get guaranteed money for your fight?
I'm fighting, man.
Hey, Gervonta. I'm sorry, I'm with Dish Network. Could you just look into this camera and tell the folks at Dish what to expect in the fight on April 22?
Explosive fight. Explosive fight from both sides. Definitely.
Gervonta, the explosiveness is what's selling this fight, but it's what's going to win this fight for you, the stuff that doesn't sell pay-per-views, feints, defense, things like that.
You know, yeah, for sure.
Because is that what you were getting at when you said he's not a complete fighter?
Yeah, he's not. He's not. Everybody that watch boxing knows he's not a complete fighter.
So to piggyback on that, who would you say?
Confidence level. Do you feel that you can knock him out any particular round?
It depends. I can't say it right now, but I believe so.
Who would you say had more power and speed between you and Ryan? If you was unbiased. I mean, you're gonna be biased to yourself. That's natural. But
more speed and power?
Yeah.
For sure, I'm gonna say me.
Tank, do you see yourself as a legacy fight after this? Well, is this fight a legacy fight that's gonna elevate you to the next level?
Yeah, I think so, for sure. Yeah,
This
just what like type of fight it is. It's not just no regular fight. This really is a mega fight,
Right.
and we're fighting at a young age.
So you're not sleeping on him, correct? Because a lot of people are calling him a social media fighter and saying he's not that fighter. You see what he really is, right?
Yeah, I'm not sleeping.
Gervonta, I'm sure you believe you can knock him out in any way. So with that said, why the rehydration clause? Is it the art of war? Why?
That's what happened when you're the A side. Dan should have came in at 126.
Is that taking advantage of his anxiousness to get that money, that big fight?
No, I just you gotta be smart. You can't just be a fighter, bro. That's what they want you to do. Take the fight at 150 and take the fight at 160, and this guy walking around at 170, 180. That don't make sense.
Does that?
If you
said they always
Ryan,
got something to say. Does that give them something to say though?
For sure.
But does that give them something to say where they wouldn't know?
Yeah. I mean, what, the people? Yeah, for sure.
If you beat Ryan, where would you place yourself on the pound for pound list?
I don't really pay attention to the pound for pound. because it's just opinion. I don't pay attention to that.
What would you say?
Another question from Dish.
Absolutely. So you have so many celebrity fans, Tank. Have you ever been starstruck by any of your own fans?
No.
Who are you looking forward to seeing in the front row?
Everybody.
What were you saying to Bernard yesterday in New York City?
I was just telling him that he know that his guy not like that. He know that.
What would you say to people that say boxing's dead?
It's not. I don't think boxing dead. It's just a lot of clowns that's entering boxing. That's it. Boxing is not dead. We got somebody. We got Benavidez and Plant coming up. There's a lot of great fights coming up. Boxing definitely ain't dead. We got Fulton and what's the other guy? Yeah, anyway. There's a lot of fights coming up. Boxing definitely ain't dead.
What would you say? What would you say is your best? What would you say is Ryan's best attribute that would pose a threat, any kind of threat to you?
His left hook. That's all he had. Left hook.
Are you gonna try to like draw that left hook out early in the fight to kind of figure it out, see the angle, like that, bait it out of him early?
I mean, that's all. He feed off his left hook. Everything is off the left hook, or his brick hand left hook, or the left hook, or left hook to the body. That's all he got.
It has to be special for the face of boxing, Canelo, to be rooting for you and essentially possibly passing you the torch. How do you feel about that?
He must have seen some things and Cat was on. You know what I mean?
So you didn't see that same fire in his eyes that he saw in your eyes, in these faces?
I mean, you gotta think today you gotta think about he's home, he's in front of his people, he's gonna look like that. He's gonna be hyped like that. Yeah, once you think of somebody outside that couple, that's when you really see it.
Did you catch his chin a little bit when you put?
Yeah, I touched his chin.
Did you look at that like, okay, you're not even standing, like you're not doing nothing now? That lets me know what kind of.
I'll take that.
But was that you being the boss, like letting them know?
Huh?
Was that you letting them know ahead of time what it's gonna be?
Nah, I was just touching him to see if it was soft. His chin is definitely soft, and that's a fact.
Down a little bit, guys.
That's a fact.
Thank you, Gervonta. Thanks, Kenny.
Gervonta, you've been in fights like.
Excuse me.
Okay.
What's up, Jalil? How you doing, man? I'm doing good. You carrying the WBA? Yeah. Look, let me get you for a second, man. All right, Killer Southpaw, Mayweather Promotions killer right here, Jalil Hackett. Jalil, what you holding some hardware, man?
Yeah, man. I'm a belt guy. I'm a belt guy.
You ain't gonna be doing this too long, but
yeah, no. Not soon. You know, I'll be holding my own.
You'll need your own belt guy.
Yeah, even better. Yeah, no. So, and I'm out here just enjoying it. Of course, I'm on the card, so they got a big fight coming up for me, the Tank. I'm just happy to be on the card.
You look big, man. Like you're starting to fill out, man.
Just starting to get my man body a little bit. Still getting the work in, still making the weight nice, so that's good.
You sparred with Tank at all to get him ready for this one?
No. He got guys he brought in, specific guys for this fight. But, I definitely, we're a part of camp together, train together, running together, stuff like that, so.
How you see the fight going? I'm not Tank, but break it down boxing-wise for the fans, man.
Honestly, like I said, I think Ryan Garcia is a tough guy. He's a confident fighter. So I think his confidence may be, his downfall.
Trying to trade with Tank?
Yeah, a lot of guys get caught, trying to, exchange.
Mm-hmm.
The guys that don't want to exchange, they usually make it the whole fight. But guys that want to get into it, they usually get caught. So I think, he'll end up getting caught with something in an exchange.
And how's a guy like Tank in them exchanges able to deliver the knockout punch with his chin off the line? How do you do that as a fighter?
His height,
getting
his
low.
Height, yeah, and then he get real low with his shots. And, like he said, he got a real high IQ. So if you hit him, you work for it. Like you earn that.
So he makes his shortness work for him.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And then Jalil, man, what can people expect? I don't believe you're opening the pay-per-view, but you will be on the undercard that night at the MG or the T-Mobile. Let people know what's coming.
Definitely another dominant performance, whether it be a fashionable knockout or a unanimous decision win. you know, that's my whole thing is, you know, always improving, you know, being better than I was my last fight.
You know, you're different than him, but you do got some Errol Spence in you, I think.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's one of my favorite fighters.
Thank you, Jaleel. Good luck to you, man. Thank
Definitely,
you.
man.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Have a good, I know you're hectic. Thank you, brother.
I had to get some guys on the lip.
Oh, Coach Cal, I just have one quick thing I'd ask you about with Bernard's, if I could just real quick. I don't know. All right, Fight Hype with my man, Coach Calvin Ford. Coach Calvin, Bernard dropped a jewel on me. He said you guys almost sparred back when you were young men, when you were both.
Well, when I first came home.
That you called him to work.
To get some work for a charity event. You know, now he seen me at this level. He said, damn, he really worked. You know, so it's like an honor to actually see that. You know, that things that you think about, things that you want to do to inspire you to be who you are and whatnot. Then you stand on the stage with them, you know. So, you know, watching Golden Boy, watching Bernard, watching Goose, it's just like it's passionate. It's like Calvin, you can run with them. You're on that level with them. So, you know, right now we just got to make it past this test right here, and the rest is history.
Well, wait a minute, Coach. Are you telling me you didn't get the call back? He didn't.
No,
Bernard. No, I'm being funny.
At the weight class that I was at, Bernard had went up, and he was Bernard's career really just, you know, I get it, you know, but just to see him, and he know who I am, I know who he is, Ben know who he is, you know, and respect what he do, he respect what I'm doing. That's all I need.
And lastly, Coach, we talked about this for a second after talking last time, but how important is it, you know, you talked to me about the role of black men and upholding in the sport and kind of passing down the knowledge.
It means a lot because you don't see, you know, right now, my Derek, love him to death, you know, he always beating me out because he got 2 champs. I said, but I'm coming. I got Lorenzo, I got Lorenzo coming, you know, and I got other fighters coming. You know, I just got to just get them fighters from out my town or who I'm dealing with to believe in the process. You know what I'm saying? Because it can be done. You know, but again, I am mentioned with the best, so that's good. When you're mentioned with the best, that means you're doing something right.
Because that is the lifeblood of boxing in America, right?
Yes, it is. It is. So, you know, for us to get our props in this sport, that means a lot. You know, so, you know, through my life and what I've been through and where I'm at today, it's just giving hope to other men that's doing the same thing. You know?
Well, I see you on Fight Week. Is it going 12 or is Tank getting a knockout?
I like punishment. I want to see
punishment. Stoppage over 10.
No, I just want to. I'm looking for a classic fight that people talk about through time. When you mention it, they talk about it. You know, when you mention their name, they talk about it. You know, when they talk about what was the best fight you see Gervonta Davis had, I haven't said that yet. You know, only fight that gets me, inspires me was the Gamble and Tank, because certain things Tank didn't do in camp, I'm the only one who was aware of it, and he looked great. So that tells a lot about him.
And then I just gotta, sorry, I know I said, but when he's talking about all you got is the left hook, he says that to us, it sells the pay-per-view, but when you're in the gym, are you making sure your fighter, you know, this guy got more than the left hook, or you know?
It's a fight. That's why I say I got to see what all he's going to bring. He need to ask himself, do he got chin? I know Tank got a chin. He get hit. You know what I'm saying? And he got hit by the best. Put him on. That had power too. So
Barrios could crack.
Yeah.
He took it. So.
And he was tall. You know what I'm saying? So again, looking at that situation, you know. All right.
We'll see you in April. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, brother.
And, you know,
Thank you. Thank you.
Wait anymore. But, you know.
How you doing, Kelly? Good. Staying out of trouble.
Oh, good.
Put Ryan, head out of here.
Over there.
Oh, Ryan's over there? Yeah, did he head out? Did he get on out of here? Okay.
I don't know.
See you, Tom. Have a good one.
Bueno, alguien los trajo a mi casa y los dejó ahí y me fui con ellos.
Yo, Jesse.
Baila también con un calzoncito rojo. Él lo ha mirado, sí, porque lo estuve en TikTok, yo lo veía. Le puse un chico 45, cabrón. Por eso me acuerdo. Lo hizo famoso, Jesse. Jesse, the lover, Vargas.
Jesse, what's up, brother? Mind if I get a quick break down before we get out of here? Cool, thank you, bro. All right, shout out to FightHype.com here with my man, the former 2-division champion of the world, Jesse Vargas. Jesse, man, feels like you're here as a fan today, brother. Who do you got tanking? Or
Definitely, man. I mean, you know, I'm a fan of the sport. You know,
you working the fight too, doing some media?
Not this one, no, not this one. But we're just here just to be a part of it. I mean, both guys are tremendous fighters, tremendous athletes. You know, and come April 22nd, you know, it's going to be a important night for boxing, and I think these guys are going to go out there and show out.
Let me ask you something. You ever spar with either one of these young guys?
No, I mean, they're smaller guys, right? They're 135 pounds.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, I do my training camp in Las Vegas. Most guys are in California and Maryland, and right. I think actually Gervonta sometimes has done training camps in Vegas, but no, I haven't. I haven't sparred.
What do you make of talk? Gervonta's the favorite. There's questions around Ryan's defense, leaving his chin up, his experience.
Yeah.
What do you make of all that? Jesse?
Well, honestly, I feel that on paper, you know, I mean, it is true. Davis is the favorite, first of all, so it is a fact. Now, second of all, there's a reason why he's considered the favorite, right? And I think that on paper, he shows that he has more experience, right? And he's actually a phenomenal fighter. And when it comes to Ryan, he's young, he's hungry, but he doesn't have the experience that Davis has had. I think that Ryan Garcia has a lot to prove. So with that being said, that's why he's favorite. Second of all, on my opinion, I think that Ryan Garcia is looking to prove himself in this fight. And a lot of the times, that really brings out the best in a fighter. Sometimes it brings out the best to the point where they'll bring up an upset, or they'll show the fans, the world, something that they've never shown them in the past. You know, a perfect example of that would be Buster Douglas against Mike Tyson.
Right.
You know, I mean, he just showed up. You know, he really outdid himself, and I think that Ryan Garcia has a high chance of outdoing himself and to really shining for the fans and to giving them a jaw-dropping performance, in my opinion, because he has the speed, he has the pop, explosiveness, height. So I think that he has everything to give Davis problems.
How does he win the fight? Like, how does he have to go about getting it done? You know, you're mentioning all the tools he has. How's he got to put them together?
What you just said, he has to put everything together, and it just has to be his night. You know, I mean, because, again, I mean, on paper, I told you what it is. But when it comes to my opinion, and also at a highly possibility, is that Ryan, you know, also has the style for Davis and catches him from the outside. But in short, Ryan would have to stick on the outside, and from there, just perform a perfect night for him, I think, overall, because he can't make any mistakes, and being in the middle distance at any time is a big mistake. So it's definitely not going 12 rounds. I think that, again, Ryan Garcia has every chance to, or has a high opportunity of winning this fight, but he really has to show up come April 22nd and give the fans a Ryan Garcia that no one has seen before.
What percentage?
Which can't happen.
What percentage you give it that he could pull that off? Yeah.
It's a 50-50 fight.
Okay.
I would say it like that. But if I were to give him an advantage, the thing is that on paper he doesn't have it. Now, when it comes to me knowing like statistics and the possibilities of what can occur, then I say, all right, Ryan has a slight edge, possibly. It's a 50-50 fight. And it's all, honestly, it's all, my assumption is coming on that Ryan Garcia is going to outperform any of his other fights. That's where my assumption is coming from. And the reason why I think it is not wishful thinking. It's just the fact that I think that he has every tool to make it happen. Now we just have to show up that night and make sure to have the proper game plan.
And some guys that like the bright lights, they rise to the occasion, right? Like that brings the best out.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
yeah,
right.
You know what I mean? Right. You said it best. You know, they rise to the occasion when everything's on the line. And everything's on the line for Ryan Garcia. Everything's always been on the line for Davis.
Right.
In every one of his fights, because he's a mega fighter, right?
Right.
He's always been in some of the biggest fights of the year. And this is Ryan's first fight. This is it. I gotta show up. And all the pressure's on him. The lights are on him. And he could possibly. There's high possibilities of him showing up that night for that reason.
Well, you mentioned pressure's been on Davis for a few years, and he's been here. If you're Davis, are you like, there's no way I'm gonna work this hard, build up my clout to this level, just so you could come in on one pay-per-view and cash it out, right? You imagine he's thinking that, right?
100%. And that's why it's gonna be such a
Right.
great fight, because Davis isn't gonna get overconfident. But
well, he was saying all he's got is a left hook. He kind of was writing off his skills a little bit, but
yeah,
but is
but
that just talk?
it's just talk. It's just talk, I think. I mean, with some truth behind it, though. Right, with some truth behind it, but I think it's talk. But he's gonna be prepared because he's smart enough to know that he can't be overconfident, right? And he needs to make sure to be cautious with both hands, whether it be the straight right or the nice hook. The thing is that when you're in this game, it's also a mental game. You know what I mean? You're trying to distract him or make him lose some confidence, and that's why he says those things. If you think about it, right? I mean, as fighters think, they just say, "Oh, all you got is a hook." Like that way, Ryan Garcia comes into a fight thinking, "Oh shit, all I got is a hook. So what can I do?" It just makes you second guess yourself when you have comments coming in from another side.
When you were fighting Pacquiao, was there anything about being at that level for the first time that made you second guess yourself?
No, not at all. There was a lot of respect on both sides.
Yeah.
I had a lot of confidence, man. I was ready to fight, and that fight went to 12 rounds. It was an all-out war, right? And it was a war but a chess match at the same time. Unfortunately, I didn't get the win. I thought it was a lot closer, and I mean, I did have one judge on my side that judged it as I, right, in a close fight. But again, I mean, fights are tough. You know what I mean? You got to come prepared in every aspect possible.
And lastly, man, about a month after, we'll have Devin Haney and Lomachenko fight. Is the winner of this fight the best lightweight in the world, or do they got to see the winner of that fight to really decide that? Or what's your opinion on it?
But it's the same division, right?
Yeah.
So
you got Stevenson in there too, but he just moved up.
Exactly. So you just named a couple guys. If Stevenson is still there, and if he stays there, then I think that you can't say anyone else is the best until Stevenson faces the winner of Lomachenko Haney, and then Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. And also keep in mind that how about this? Let's change up the subject to the Davis versus the Lomachenko fight and Devin Haney. Honestly, man, I think Devin Haney is gonna give a great performance, and I'm leaning towards Devin.
Beating him in a way he hasn't been beaten yet, because it's been close losses. No one's like with his ass, kind of thing.
It's one loss, right?
Yeah, he has two
losses to Salido, yeah. But I mean,
fights.
no one really considers the first one because I mean he was inexperienced.
Right.
But I mean, I'm wrong. Yes, credit to Salido. Yes, he lost the first one.
But he got a lot better. I get your point. He got a lot better.
Lomachenko, second loss to Lomachenko was that one.
Yeah.
And then I think that for sure. I mean, Devin Haney is a different fighter than Salido, and then is a different fighter from Salido. Hey, ¿qué onda? Hey, what's up, dude? Good to see you, Devin. Same here, dude. Great, fantastic, dude. So yeah. Like I was saying, I think that Devin has a lot to prove as well, and he has a lot of talent. A lot of people don't know Devin Haney, but Devin Haney is a talented fighter with a lot of heart.
That was a guy you shared the ring with, right? You didn't spar Ryan.
I sparred
Devin, right?
I sparred Devin, yeah. I shared the ring inside a boxing gym. So yes, he's a good kid. He's a talented fighter. Well, he's not a kid anymore. He's a grown man. But he has a lot of talent, and he has a lot of heart. Has a good chin. And I think that his technical abilities will help him come out victorious in this fight. I'm leaning towards Devin. Let's go, Devin.
You mentioned with Ryan and Tank, part of why you didn't spar him is they're smaller guys. But Haney, with his length, he's taller than them, Stevenson and Tank. And is he going to be able to be a full-fledged welterweight because of that? He's at lightweight now, but he'll be not a blown-up lightweight, but a legit welterweight.
Yeah, well, I mean, Broner did, right? Broner was
he
that
was
height.
considered a blown-up lightweight, though. Like, it wasn't like De La Hoya and Mosley when they became full-fledged welterweights.
But I'm comparing Broner to Devin.
Right.
When it comes to body size.
Right. I think Devin's a little taller, right? A little longer.
Longer, yes.
Yeah,
Taller, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason that I pulled him in. I pulled him into sparring for the Broner fight.
Another guy you shared the ring with.
Yeah, because, I mean, he had his height and longer reach, which is fantastic for me, to prepare for the fight. And he has heart. He'll fight. He's not scared of anybody. And, so I think he's a talented kid, a talented fighter, world champion. He's a unified world champion. I'm sorry, I'm leaving that out.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing him prove to everybody what he has, in store.
And what about you, man? Are you gonna come back to the ring? Do you want
Yeah,
another
man, I'll
piece
be
of
back.
Liam Smith?
Oh,
or-
for sure, man. I want a rematch with Liam Smith.
You guys
100%.
cool now, though? You know,
I don't know him like that,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I don't know him like that, but I would definitely like a rematch. You know, a second fight. That's one that I would definitely be pursuing. Right now, I'm taking a little bit of a break. I have a couple projects which I'm working on, so I look forward to get some things moving outside of boxing. Once I have that going, then I'll come right back to the ring, God willing.
Yeah,
you know, I love
never
this
let
sport.
your weight go up, man.
No, man, God willing, I'll be back soon. I feel that I have a lot more to give to the fans. I have a lot of fans, reach out to me and tell me I'm coming back. So I know that they're eager to see me back in the ring. So God willing, I'll be back in soon and back to entertain them and give them great fights once again. But it's going to be a different style, that's for sure. I'm really looking forward to what I'm going to show next.
Thank you, Jesse, and thanks. I know you're going to continue on, but thanks for all the fights up to this point, man, for the fans. So.
Yeah, of course, my pleasure, man. It's always my
brother.
pleasure being with you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Speaking with you, and dude, look forward to coming back to an event that I'm hosting as the main event, and then being interviewed once again. So I'll see you guys then. Follow my guy Sean.
Thank you, brother.
Sean Zintel. Follow on my Twitter.
Thank you, brother. You're the man. Thank you, brother. Thanks for coming around.
Take a picture? Yeah, of course.
Hey, boss, can you take a picture of me?
I gotta run up. Sorry, brother. Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into it. You gotta, wear your hair and put it in a bun. I'm not gonna do all that. I wanna whoop your ass. I don't care. I don't have no excuse when I beat you from you saying I had to dehydrate and I couldn't rehydrate up to another 0.2, 0.1. Listen, I wanna fight you, get on that scale on the contract agreement that we agreed to. That's all I care about. Because at the end of the day, I have no excuse. I don't want you to have any excuse. So that to me shows a little bit of, I really don't want to fight you. And I'm doing everything to make you say, I'm not doing that. And we wouldn't be here. I'm going to say it again. I know y'all going to get tired of hearing this. Ryan Garcia made concessions to make this fight happen. He was dead on arrival 4 times. I gave up after the 3rd time. Until I got that call, and I was in New York, and then I'm here. Thanks to Oscar De La Hoya. And he didn't get up there sticking his chest out, boasting, saying, "Hey, we picked." He did. He might have said something on the internet, but I know for sure this fight was dead. Dennis, get your butt out of here in 2 days. I had to move some things, hit New York, and flew on a private jet straight here last night. I came here at 11:30, right? You know that, 2 in the morning. Yeah, I got here at 11:30. Right after the press conference, I got something to eat, got right on the plane. But it was good. It was not commercial, so it was good. So right now, I had to check no bags in.
Okay. What did you make of Tank saying he's just a left hook fighter? That's all he's got.
Okay, great.
That's all he might need.
Okay, all right, good.
I doubt it.
See you there. Okay,
But
you got it.
you never know. And, we all know Tank knows he has more than that. Tank ain't crazy.
So that's selling the fight?
No, that's just telling everybody he has a dangerous left hook. He recognizes it. See, this is very powerful if you use it. I'm not going to tell you about your left hook because I don't want you to try to throw that at me. I don't think it was smart, but he thought it was. I know you got a gun in the right pocket. You know what I mean? You might shoot me faster or quicker. I'm gonna react off of what you got. I'm gonna go ahead and try to tackle you or grab it or take it from you before you even know I know you got it. Don't tell you what you got and what you don't have. Man, you got a great left hook. You got a great right hand. I'm gonna tell you about what I know of you. Nah, it's my secret.
Both of these fighters are really gifted. In your experience as a fighter, how do you prepare for another great fighter if the average person don't have their skill set and talent?
You want to be that great fighter. If you're the type of athlete, because everybody ain't that type of athlete, and you want that type of attention and accolades, yeah, you want that. You got to have it.
With both fighters being undefeated and putting the records online, do you think this changes the dynamic
of the sport and how fighters, want to protect that record, that they're just going to go ahead?
I think right now.
I think
right now that protecting your record is over. I think right now you the shit got the pot.
Thank you. Yeah, I think with this fight, I think that changes.
That cold atmosphere, 100%.
Thanks, Bernard.
Can I jump in a picture with you before you head off?
Good to see you, Bernard. Good to see you, man. Take care.
Okay, you ready?
Always great to see you. Yeah. I didn't know. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I won't take you long.
What's up? Okay.
Is the the free height, is that as much the art of war like you're talking about?
Let's go over here.
Yeah.
Okay, young man. Okay, young man.
You got the gray beard like me. Then I just rub the shoulders just right like, that's me. That makes you switch your balance. Damn it, we ain't fighting.
You want to break a hip? Can I ask you gentlemen something for a moment together? Bernard, I just want to ask you guys something together. Any chance?
Say what?
Any chance we get some, Wolfgang Puck dinners at MGM Fight Week and everything?
Are you lobbying for a media dinner?
No.
Okay.
No, for you guys to have
he is
dinner.
one of the young reporters that want to eat.
Exactly.
He's learning the game.
We could do a media dinner. But
No, for you guys,
Look, Bernard, we go back, and Leonard, we go back. We're old guys, 20, 25 years. Always.
Easy.
I mean, none of this political stuff is ever going to get between us. I mean, business, personal. We always share a meal.
Do you think the business is going to make more sense? Golden Boy, Showtime, PBC working together more now.
Each deal is a different animal.
Yeah.
But there's a template here, and this could open the door to more stuff. There's no question.
I'd rather have this moment than a moment's past.
We're in a better place right now than we have been in the past, for sure.
Correct.
Big money and seems to bring people together sometimes.
No,
right?
not just big money, talent, and the fighters wanted to do it. That's more than anything. Everything else falls into place as it goes.
We're fans too. We know when when there's a miss on a big fight, and like I said, we get excited too. We're excited too. I guarantee all of us there are feeling the same goosebumps everybody else is feeling. Sinking the same little butterflies in their stomach.
So if a fight like Spence and Virgil one day in Texas can do big business like this fight can do in Vegas.
Spence and Crawford's big fight too. Yep. There's so many fights out there that anything is possible based on Steven Espinosa, ourselves, Golden Boy Promotion, PBC, and of course Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, the fighters. Listen, anything is possible, and I'm confident before I'm negative. You know what I mean? I'm gonna claim it and let the fans too play the role. Y'all play a role, right? Media play a role because they gotta write about it. They're gonna write about it. They're gonna say what they want to see. And let me tell you, the fighters right now, especially Steven Espinosa, this generation, they really, really want not only be undisputed, they want a legacy. And that, to me, seemed to be contagious with this generation. It's different in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? We hear the negative stuff about different, but to me, it's different in a lot of ways. This way I love it.
No, you're right, because it doesn't get the same amount of attention because the fight overseas. But Fulton could have had a million excuses not to take that fight. Could have been, I don't want to go to Japan, I don't want to cross the street, wait.
He said, come on with it.
Yeah, let's do it. So you're right, this generation is different.
Oh, man, I think I lost my words after that one. I'm just.
Well, that's a good thing, because then we can get the hell out of here. See,
right,
that's
thank you,
fault.
everyone. Thank you.
All right, brother.
Yep.
All right, man. You too, bro. All right, man. We'll see you.
But can we get a quick shout out?
Yes.
To the camera? Just promoting the fight. Just 1 second. Shout out to you, man.
Yo, tune in, April 22nd. Yeah. Ryan Garcia.
Thank you, Steven.
Thank
you.
you.
Sure.
Thank
Yeah.
It's going to be a historic moment.
Play fake director there for a minute.
No problem. Ready. Popcorn roll. Shout out GRN. Stay tuned.
Thank you. This is a high tone.
Thank you, sir. Yo, FightHype TV.
Like them red bottoms, bro.
Yeah.
I like them red bottoms.
Thank you.
The competing for freshness here between the two.
Yeah, no, he cool. Good people.
Davis. Trust me.
Probably a guy you enjoyed watch fighting before you even did.
Oh yeah. No. He's always been cool with me. Always.
it's like that.
He talk a lot of smack, but you know,
It helps sells the fight, you know.
no doubt. I'm okay with anything because, like I said, I know it's just promotion.
So, but man, you know, Leonard, while I got you for a second, man, talking boxing with you for a minute, not just promotion. A lot of people talk about Ryan leaving his chin up, things like that. Defensive play, is that going to be the big problem for him against Gervonta?
Well, just even getting in the ring, that's a problem. But I give him a lot of credit. He's daring to be great, and this is really what, when you're young like that, this is what it's all about. You know, taking that risk, and you have to take risks to be great.
And I want to ask you this, and it's not in any way meant to detract from anything because Ryan's a grown man who signed the contract he signed. But I remember when you told me about Reynoso and Canelo, and you said 152, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Right.
And it's almost like the art of war. Like, is that part of what this is again? You know, art of war. You're so anxious to get this big fight and this big money. Well, do this.
Well, let's start with Tank's the A side. So you're dictating the terms, and that's the end of that discussion.
We're going back to Sugar Ray Leonard and Donnie Lalonde, right? Fighting at 168 instead of 175.
Yeah. When you're the boss, you dictating the terms.
Do you think it has any effect on Ryan at all? Punch resistance, you know, is anything like that for the fight?
What?
The not be, you know, putting on the 10 pounds and maybe not going 15. Is that?
Nah, man. It's a fight, and he's got to figure out a way to go in there, and they got to get prepared for the biggest fight in boxing. Tank's got to do the same thing. You know, again, it's like when you want something bad enough, you go do it. You know, all the top fighters have been in that situation. You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to.
And you know, you're getting compliments on the beard. People, there goes Jaleel Hackett, one of your young killers. But you know, you're getting compliments on the beard. People like it, the gray beard. But did it go gray? Taking forever with the negotiations? Is that what then you said? You know what I mean? Yeah, like
those were. But see, somebody asked me earlier. The best way to handle that is keep it out of the public. You know, and we've always been a big believer in that. It's like the less you say, the better off that you're going to be because, again, it's like nobody. The public doesn't understand the intricate details. You know, and there's no need for that. You just give them what they want. All they really care about is the two guys getting in the ring. That's what it comes down to.
Right. But to finish on the business side, I heard from people in the business that, you know, you played an instrumental role in getting this fight pushed through. I mean, go ahead. Tell us.
We sent the first
contract.
Over. You know, to Golden Boy. You know, we played an integral part in Tank's career, getting him to this point. I'm just excited to, you know, really be a part of a historical event and to make this fight, again, the biggest fight in the entire sport. And having, you know, working with this time with Golden Boy, they're going to do a phenomenal job with pushing Ryan, and going to do the same thing on this side when it comes to Tank. You know, Tank is that guy. You know, Tank's the hottest dude in the entire sport, the hottest dude in boxing. And he's going to come April 22nd. He's going to show you why. Everybody come to see him. Because he give you exactly what you want. I've been telling these fans for how many years now? Gervonta Davis is going to be the biggest star in the entire sport, and it ain't going to be that long. Here we are.
I know you mentioned the celebrities, the ball players that love Tank, but John Fury, you know, the dad of Tyson Fury, said he thinks Davis might be, you know, pound for pound the best fighter in the world. And what do you think of the fact that guys that got nothing to do with him, you know, overseas, never met him in his life, and they see what
I see. Again, I'm glad that he has the opportunity to go out there and fight a young undefeated fighter, because, you know, you've heard the naysayers, oh, he ain't fought nobody. Fight who? Who? The lightweight title has changed hands 4 times in the last, 2 years? 3?
2 2.5
Lomachenko, Lopez, to Kambosos to Haney. So
4 times. So what are we talking about? Fight who? They thought Lopez was the guy. They thought Lomachenko was the guy. Haney won the titles, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like Tank's the guy. He's the guy that everybody wants to see. You know.
Are these guys gonna, if they want to fight him, are they gonna have to understand that at the negotiating table, Stevenson, Haney in the future, that you may have belts, but you're not gonna be.
All those guys are tremendous fighters, man.
Yeah.
All those are guys, but it's levels. And then when I'm not talking about the fight level, like them in the ring, but I'm talking about the business. You know what I mean? The business. You know what I mean? It's a big gap and a big difference. You know what I mean? And it's like these 2 guys are the highest paid guys in the division that are fighting on April 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Yeah.
They both are making more money than the undisputed guy at lightweight, who's also a terrific fighter. So this is what I'm saying is the magnitude of what you're doing. It's the magnitude of what you're doing. And, you know, but that's why, you know, you make these kind of fights and when, you know, Tank comes out on top, you know, after this, it's like being a pay-per-view fighter, you have an unlimited ceiling. And I want to say that again. It's an unlimited ceiling on what you can make, you know, and when you surround yourself with a great team who know what they're doing, and it comes down to, you know, people working together and making the biggest events possible. You know, but none but respect for all these fighters because they all are young, very good fighters, but Tank's just on another level, in my opinion.
Well, no, I mean, that at the box office, that's a fact.
What's up, B? I got to talk to you when you get a second. You going to...
But go ahead. You give me a while?
I'll be my last one.
Nicole's going to give you a call. She's going to... Oh, she did? She tell you? Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. I'm going to stop by there. It's where we... Okay. Can you text it to me? Yeah, okay. Appreciate you, B. Okay, all right, boss.
Well, when it comes to box office, it is a fact what you said. He is the top dog, and not just that, but top 10 pound for pound, or you know. And
no, it's not. It's not just. I'm not cutting you off. It's not just about box office. It's about, you know, and I think people get misunderstood on what an attraction means. What an attraction means. It's like people want to see you. Everywhere you go, it don't matter where you go. They want to see you fight because you that dude. And you that dude for a reason. You know what I mean? And this is just the first step, you know, of him continue to go out there and do what he do. That's why I'm really excited that Ryan took this fight. Yeah, it's the biggest fight in all of boxing.
I'll stop on this. This is my last one on this topic, but he's #1 at box office and top 10 pound for pound and won belts in 3 divisions. But and Deontay Wilder says it's a business first, sports second. But at the sports side of it, you know, Haney may have 4 belts, but Tank is the king of the. And there's dispute who's the better. Do they got to see each other at some point for people in the sport to know who really is the best?
Well, this is what I think.
I feel like that's turning into the next Spence Crawford.
This is what I think. I think that when it comes down to it, the way you prove it is in the ring. This guy saying this guy, but you got to get to that point though. You know what I mean? You got to get to that point. And you know, those guys just continue to do what they're doing. I'm number positive things to say about all those guys.
Is it like De La Hoya and Trinidad? They didn't just fight, right? De La Hoya had to get through Partey and Chavez.
Yeah,
and Whitaker.
but people just think that you can just say, oh, that we just gonna go make a fight, or you know, it don't work like that.
Right, you gotta build it up.
It don't work like that. It don't work like that. It's not that simple. Is you just go and just do something. You know, it's like One, you got to be bringing something to the table. Other than some hardware. That's just my opinion.
They come in all colors, Leonard. They get in the red. And
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's nothing like that green.
Yeah.
Nothing like that green.
You're not talking about the WBC.
No, I'm not talking about the WBC. I'm talking about the green that you can put in the bank and get out the bank.
But in this fight, Tank and Ryan, you know, the knockouts is what's selling the fight. They both got these great highlight reel knockouts, but this is the stuff that doesn't sell on the highlights. Defense, feinting, smarts. That's going to win the fight for Tank, make him the better fighter.
Well, Tank's going to win the fight because he is the better fighter because of his skills. It's not about power.
Is that part of because how you seasoned him with the matchmaking to this point?
Well, again, we put him in the right fights to continue to gain the experience that he needs, and that's what it comes down to. It's like he's done a phenomenal job with doing everything he's supposed to do in the ring, you know, and he's going to continue to do that, and that's why he wanted this fight, you know, to showcase his talent against another young undefeated fighter, and this is really what it's all about. When Ryan Garcia is the perfect dance partner, you know, because he has a fan base. He brings a lot to the table. People talk about, well, they're fighting for everything. They're fighting for everything, and it's dictated by the interests, you know,
from the public.
Yeah, when you look at this fight and you see these guys generate incredible revenue, you know, and it's because both of these guys came together, and this is what you get.
Thank you, Leonard. I had one more for you, and I spaced it right at the end.
Yeah, I got time.
Yeah, let me try and remember what it was. It was, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
It was, I feel terrible about it. I hate it when that happens, brother. I've had some seizures, and it messes up your mental a little bit with your memory. It was good too, Leonard. You know I come prepared.
Yeah.
Forgive me, brother. I think I might.
Yeah.
Who was it, man? If I can't get in the next 10 seconds, just go on with your day.
Yeah. Just what do you think it was?
It was what was it, man? Definitely something about Tank. It was just. It's gone. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. Maybe it was in my notepad that I prepared for the interview. Nah, that was stuff I already asked you. Yeah. You know, I come prepared though for you. Man. I never just wing. You know, I try to think about what's Leonard trying to talk about here. Man.
Yeah, what was that first question you said
about the weight and everything?
That's what it said.
What? Oh, let me see. What was it? It's like doing business with Oscar and boy, we can talk weight. And I asked you this earlier. If you were with Ryan, would you consider doing what Floyd did with Marquez? The hell with the weight, pay the money. I had that, you know.
Yeah. And what did I say?
You said you gave me a look like it'll cost him so much money. That's not really an option. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Give me one of those. But you know, gotta ask about it.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. Did Haney and them get their fight done yet?
Not yet, no.
No. It's okay. And I said the stuff that I need to say is that those guys make more money than the guy with all the belts.
Yeah. I do. I'll tell you what, though. When it comes in business first, I know. Yeah. When it comes to sport, I do think they're the two best lightweights. Not Devin and Tank.
And you might be right.
Might be right. Yeah.
But I'm saying at the end of the day, Haney has to continue to do what he's doing.
Yeah.
They think that the little bitty boxing fans are saying all this, and then Haney saying.
Right. Okay, yeah, I think they're starting to clear us out here, so I might have to head into the lobby and do it. But yeah. Just rock the Z cap then. Yeah. Okay. And the quality was decent too. Decent enough. Cool. Great. Cool. All right, I'll go live. I'm gonna rock in a second. Oh, got it. Yep. All right, like.
I'll lock you in, coach. That's me, the 419. Yeah,
Text. Shoot, so I can put your information on. What's up? You too, man.
Thank you.
I got that code for you.
Yeah. Oh, the code?
Yeah.
Oh, the access code? For the what are you talking about?
Your code that you left.
Oh, the
I
code.
put in the cleaners.
Code. Yeah, I thought you said code.
No, I put it in the cleaners, and I got it, man. It's been hanging up for a year.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming out.
Yeah, come to the gym. And I'm in
No, but thank you just for always being good to me and teaching me the game. That's more, you know.
You're a real one.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Real recognized real.
Yes, sir.
When you come in contact with somebody that's real, then y'all click, you know, and
Yeah.
that's how that works.
So good luck, brother. I'll see you.
What to do?
Actually, I'm gonna go live and talk some boxing with them. I talk boxing like a show now.
Right.
I wrap up with my thing, so I'm gonna do that. We're still with FightHype. Sean opened a lot of doors for me too. Yeah,
that's great. So you driving with
the family.
Okay.
They're hanging
here?
out. Yeah, they're hanging out in
How's
Disneyland. Beautiful.
How?
Let me show you, man.
Yes.
He's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
He is.
That's what's up.
It's him just.
Oh man, look at him. Looks just like you.
Yeah, right. Oh, look, Kenny. He looks little
muscle build on it.
Yeah.
He looks just like you.
Yeah. Now he's not like Malik's son, Cock Diesel.
Oh, that dude.
But he's got some muscles. Yeah.
No, I can see it, dude.
Yeah.
That's a young Bruce Lee right there.
There you go.
Good to see you,
Thank
man.
you, KP.
Hit me up with a text or call. Come on in and see this kid, man.
We'll do. Even if it's no cameras, just to watch him work. Yeah. Oh, thank you, my man. Awesome to hear.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate
we actually met once about a year ago at the weigh-in for the Colbert
Hector Garcia.
Yeah.
Out at the Cosmopolitan.
Cosmo. Yeah, I was out there fighting in a Masters Division amateur boxing tournament.
All right. What's up, everybody? Who's ready for us? Oh yeah, you were photographing the amateur fights, you said? Or?
Oh no, I was fighting in the amateur.
Oh, you were?
I was out there to fight. Here I'm doing what I actually do.
Right.
Photographing boxing.
What's up, guys? Let's get started with the Z-Cap in just a moment. I want to thank everyone for joining us here on FightHype Live. And as you guys can see, we are still on the scene of Tank and Ryan. Good to see you, Ernesto. Good to see you. No puedo, no boxeo puedo jugar. Shout out to my man Ernesto. But I want to go live, and I want to start with you guys in just a moment to touch on what we saw today. All right. Let me take a seat, ladies and gentlemen, and begin to be the master of ceremonies here. A little tougher because I'm holding up a camera as opposed to putting the laptop on me. So one moment here, folks. And let's get started, man. Hold up, party people. Man, it's been a fun day. It's been a fun, eventful day. This was definitely the presser to be at, as opposed to. Let me get some. Give me a moment here, folks. Let me fix the shot.
Over an hour ago.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you so much.
No problem. Yes. Yes. Thank God. No, thank God. Yes. Awesome. One moment, guys. I gotta set up, and then we'll do the live. Let's find a better spot. Oh, okay. Thank you, brother. All right, party people. Let's find a decent spot to assess the day. My man Chuck. What's up, Chuck? Actually, you got a quick minute, man? Talk about the fight? All right. All right, here is the 154-pound tank, my man, but they call it Chuck.
Sure.
What's up, Lorenzo?
What's up?
You fighting on the undercard?
Yeah.
Okay. What's you got an idea on the opponent?
Not yet. Probably like a week or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you looking to show once you fight on that undercard, man?
Just get my feedback wet, show a lot. I really want the winner of Jesus Ramos and
Joey Spencer.
Yeah. I mean, they fight each other, so why can't I? You know what I'm saying?
You feel ready for that kind of
Yeah.
undefeated versus undefeated?
Yeah. Definitely. It's time to climb now. I'm getting used to the pros, so it's time to start climbing.
How about maybe a showbox card soon? Do you feel like that could be on the horizon in 2023?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that type of feel. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know Espinoza was here today. Like, have you at least had some talks at all with team about fighting on showbox?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And this fight, man, Gervonta and Ryan. Why is Gervonta going to win this fight?
I just don't think Ryan has that grit and that IQ. A lot of people don't know how much IQ Tank got because he don't never really get to show it. But I think he'll show a little bit because it's a higher level of boxing this time. But I don't think he on Tank level. But I think he's still a good fighter though.
So is it going to be not the speed, not the power, but the defense, feints, things like
countering, defense, accuracy. A lot of people don't talk about his accuracy, but look how much he throw. He don't throw that many punches, but he knocks somebody out. So that's a skill. It's a very high skill.
You think Ryan will try to take advantage of that early, throw more punches than Tank?
Yeah, I think so. I think he'll kind of be distant, but who knows? Everything. A lot of people change when you really get in front of each other. So I think, from my opinion, I think he's gonna try to keep his distance.
But it sounds like you were questioning a little bit of his dog, or he's not going to have as much dog in his tank. So
I don't think he will.
Why is that?
I just think he's been in there a lot more times with a lot of people, and he always showed up. He always stood tall, always came out stronger. Whether the person was bigger, smaller, whatever. I just think Ryan. I think he's a great fighter. He can punch. He got a lot of things. He got a unique skill set. I don't think this specific opponent. He's not a more dog than him.
If you're Gervonta, and you know, he love tapped him, you almost gave him a baby punch at the stare down. If you're Gervonta and Ryan reacts the way he did, are you saying, I got him?
Yeah.
I already know.
Little things that you know when you see somebody in their eyes, you know what it is. Yeah.
Because if someone did that to you, I imagine it might be a different response.
Yeah, different story. That's a different story.
But ultimately, do you have a round? Do you have a punch? Do you visualize the way it ends for Tank?
I think like 9, probably like a 9. Right, round 9. I think an overhand. Really. So we're gonna pay this back if I win. I think an overhand round 9.
And with the left hand.
Yeah. Sure.
Time him up.
Yeah.
In an exchange.
Yeah, he always got his chin high, so I mean, I can see it happening.
And lastly, man, you feel like him and Devin, who I know you've been cool with too.
Yeah.
Is that going to be the Spence Crawford eventually? The fight they got to see each other?
I mean, with this fight happening, it kind of puts the pressure on all of the 135 or 140. So, I mean, I think if the guy's willing to do it, they can do it before it get to like Errol Spence and Crawford, where it's like, we at the point where it's like, we don't even know if it's going to happen. We really don't care too much. It's like, we worn out by it. I think them putting on the pressure with this fight, it's only more big fights to happen. So I think it can happen.
Thank you, Lorenzo. And, you know, hey, for people who haven't watched, tons of talent.
Yeah,
like I said, fights like a 154 Tank. So good luck to you, Lorenzo. See you for our fight night.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, buddy. Good to see you, bro.
Yeah,
take care, bro.
Yeah.
care. Already in the chill clothes. There you go. Have a good one.
Me too.
So, brother, I'm gonna talk on this live for a sec. All right, party people. Let's see if I could get a couple words in with you before I get up out of here. What time you go back? I'm gonna wrap this. I gotta wrap something up real quick.
You drive?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'll catch you.
I see you fight.
Yeah, I'll see you fight week, Skip. What's up, party people? Let's see if we can finally get a live going. If I can wrap up with you folks. All right, yeah. Well, looks like we got the format ready to go. I wanna. What's up? 1 second. I'm wrapping up I'll be done in like 10 minutes. Yeah. Right. So, just because I gotta wrap up this. What is up, boxing fans? We're gonna Z-cap it kind of quickly here, but I think that based on today, it was a lot more fireworks today in LA than there was in New York City yesterday. Interesting, the interactions on the red carpet between Oscar De La Hoya, Leonard Ellerbe, Bernard Hopkins, Steven Espinoza. Maybe or maybe not, we get more fights. I think big money tends to bring everyone together. You guys probably heard me joking around with them about that. But what I took from today is Tank is the favorite. And sometimes when guys start talking and jawing at each other, you look for what makes more sense, what's more logical, what holds up to reality, and what isn't just talk. And so when Tank talks about all you talk about is your left hook and you're not a complete fighter, there is truth to that. He can't behave that way in the gym, and Calvin Ford won't let him behave that way in the gym. But to a degree, he really believes that. And, that's what the tape has shown so far. Although against Fortuna, Ryan did start using his jab more than we've seen in the past. He does have a powerful right hand, maybe a little underutilized. But what Tank's trash talk wasn't just this. It lines up with some reality, some of his criticisms of Ryan. And Ryan is a classy kid. I don't count him out of this fight at all. And so I don't want to, just because he didn't react a certain way, doesn't mean he still won't knock Tank out with a left hook on April 22nd, even though I favor Tank. But you look at Gervonta showing up late yesterday, nudging him with his fist, actually giving him a light punch on the chin, and Ryan allowing him to do that early on. Gervonta probably feels he's asserted himself as the boss in more ways than one. He's already won round 1 of the Art of War before the fight ever begins by making Ryan agree to only weigh in at the max of 146 pounds. That's the first round before the bell ever rings, and it goes to Gervonta Davis. We knew coming into this fight, power and speed was just about even between these two guys. They're extremely explosive. Experience, seasoning, defense, feints, things like that go to Gervonta Davis. What was Ryan's equalizer against those attributes for Tank was his size. And now his size isn't going to be the kind of advantage it once would have been because of this rehydration clause. And that's Tank winning round 1 of the Art of War before we even get to fight week or fight night. And a little bit of that is, it could bite Ryan in the butt, that anxiousness to not build to this point. I just want the big $10 million fight. I want the big pay-per-view fight now, whereas Gervonta's been a slow build, matchmaking against guys like Pedraza, Barrios, Gamboa, Santa Cruz. Ryan's jumping up 2 or 3 or 4 levels like that. And that anxiousness, it has already cost him, because maybe he could have put his feet down. And because I think Ryan, who's really a 140-pounder, getting down to 136 now, he was going to rehydrate to 150 plus. I know he said he only weighed 148 for Fortuna, but I think he was going to come in 150, 151, 152, and have 5 or 6, 7 pounds on Gervonta. And now that's out of the window for him. So round 1 before the fight week even gets here goes the Tank on that. But Ryan, despite everything I said, he held his own today in the presser. I mean, nope, this isn't what's going to win the fight. It's just promotion and talk. But sometimes there's things to look into from that. And Ryan held his own, has some good snapbacks. Sometimes the mental IQ that shows up on fight night, you get a preview of it up there on the dais. Although not some guys are smart in the ring and not big talkers outside of it, but Ryan held his own verbally and mentally, today. But that's about all I got for you. People want to get out of here. They're going to clear us out soon. I got a lot of videos to send here on FightHype. I want to thank everyone for rocking with us on the live today. And check back in, man. I'll be going live throughout. We got Tim Zhu and Tony Harrison Saturday night. We'll be covering that with the live round by round. So I want to thank everyone for checking in. Much love, everyone. Check it.